Hello, Magic English 8 here. Thank you for watching my videos. I hope they are helping you improve in your listening. Our beautiful book for listening is Tactics for Listening, which comes in 3 volumes. Volume 1 finished, and this is Developing Tactics for Listening, the second volume. Unit 2 we are covering today, which talks about transportation. City transportation. But in the getting ready part, we have some language. Let's first take a look at the unit at a glance, city transportation. We are today talking about locations, numbers. We will have listening for details, asking about transportation in different modes, and also under our pronunciation part, we focus on the intonation of WH questions. So the get ready part has a question for us, as you see here. Here it's asked you about how often you use taxis, when do you usually use taxis, with these answers that you can fill. But here there is another one. How is the taxi service in your city? Ranging from excellent to poor. So your chance to develop your speaking here is to pause the video and answer this question. I have a sample response for you here to give you some ideas how to respond. How is the taxi service in your city? In my city, the taxi service is excellent. Why? So first, give your answer, then support it with your reasons. The drivers are usually friendly and helpful, and they know the city well. The taxis are easy to find, the second reason, especially in busy areas like downtown. Additionally, moreover, and the fares are reasonable compared to other transportation options. Conclusion: overall, I believe the taxi service in my city is very reliable and convenient. So it was a very beautiful sample response covering all the aspects of a response. First, the topic sentence, the answer, then 3 reasons. Reason 1, drivers. Reason 2, taxis. And reason 3, fares. And finally finishing the response with a conclusion. So if you're aiming to take the IELTS or TOEFL exams, a sample response like this would be a very reliable template for you to base your answers on. And now let's go to Part 1. People are talking about transportation. Listen and number the pictures. Okay, so pictures A to F based on the things that you see in the picture. So what do? 2 times we listen to each part. Time 1, non-stop. Please listen, take notes, and after that I pause the listening. Please give me a summary of what you have heard. This will be great for your speaking. Okay, and Time 2, we will listen sentence by sentence, focusing on the words and the language. So, listen up for the first time, okay?
1. Are all your subways this nice?
Yeah. The city replaced all the subway cars last year.
Wow.
Okay, so it was about this one, the subways. If I want to give a summary of that, I say the man is happy with the subways and he says that they are very nice. The reason is that the city has replaced all subway cars last year. Okay, this can be a good summary for you to develop your speaking. Number 2, please do the same thing.
2.
How much is the fare?
It's $2.50. Just put your money in the box right there.
Oh, do you have change?
No, you need the exact change.
Which one? The bus. So she's asking about the fare, which is $2.50, and she has to have the exact amount. The driver does not have any change to give back. Okay, number 3.
3.
Are you free?
Sure, hop in. Where to?
The Central Hotel. Do you know where that is?
Yeah, it's not far from here. About a 10-minute ride.
Okay.
Which one? F. So she wanna go to the Central Hotel, and it's not far from here, just a 10-minute ride. Next one.
4. One ticket to Chicago, please.
Yeah, okay. That's $120.
Does this one have a dining car?
Yeah, there's a dining car and a snack bar. Here's your change.
Thanks.
Okay. This one, the guy wanna go to Chicago, and he's asking about the dining car. This ticket, this train has a dining car and a coffee shop or a coffee bar. And next one.
5.
What time is the next shuttle flight to Boston?
It leaves in 30 minutes.
Is it too late to get a ticket?
No, you still have plenty of time to make it.
Great. And how long is the flight?
It's about 45 minutes.
So picture D, she's asking about the next shuttle flight to Boston, which leaves in 30 minutes, and she still has plenty of time to make it, and the length of the flight is 45 minutes. Next one.
6.
Is that our ferry?
I think so.
Wow. I didn't think it would be so big.
Neither did I.
So the last one, talking about their ferry, neither of them thought it would be this big. Okay, so this was the first time we listened to it. Now a second time, focusing on the language. Please repeat the sentences after me. Okay, let's do it.
1.
Are all your subways this nice?
Are all your subways this nice?
Yeah. The city replaced all the subway cars last.
Yeah, the city replaced all the subway cars last year. So, subway cars. What are subway cars? See, each of these is called a subway car. A subway car, subway car. So the city has replaced all the subway cars last year. That's why it is so beautiful now.
Last year.
Wow.
2.
How much is the fare?
How much is the fare? So what about the word fare? Here we have subway cars. You know about it? Fare, this one, which is a noun, and that means the money you pay for transportation. So the money you pay your taxi or the money paid to a bus is called fare. And we also have this one, fair, which is mainly an adjective. So this one means good, good for all, and of equal rights. But that one, the money paid on transportation. Okay, so let's go.
It's $2.50.
It's $2.50, which means $2.50.
Just put your money in the box right
Just put your money in the box right there.
there.
Oh, do you have change?
Do you have change? And you know what change here means, yeah? The money paid back. Do you have change?
No, you need the exact change.
No, you need the exact change. You need the exact amount of fare. You need to have $2.50.
3.
Are you free?
Are you free? Talking to the taxi driver. Are you free?
Sure, hop in.
Sure. Hop in. Hop in. Hop in means come on in. Sure. Hop in.
Where to?
Where to?
The Central Hotel.
The Central Hotel. Look at the pronunciation of hotel. Hotel on the second syllable.
Do you know where that is?
Do you know where that is? Do you know where that is? Do you know where that is? Indirect question and a noun clause here. So we can say, where is that? But the indirect question, which is more polite, do you know where that is? Not where is that. Do you know where that is? Noun clause, indirect question. Okay?
Yeah, it's not far from here.
Yeah, it's not far from here.
About a 10-minute ride.
About a 10-minute ride. So a 10 hyphen minute ride. A 10-minute ride. A 10-minute ride. Our ride was 10 minutes, but it was a 10-minute ride without the S. Be careful, okay? Without the S. A 10-minute ride.
Okay.
4. 1 ticket to Chicago, please.
1 ticket to Chicago, please.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
That's $120.
That's $120.
Does this one have a dining car?
Does this one have a dining car? Does this one have a dining car? So the train and a car just for eating. So like the restaurant of the train, the dining car.
Yeah, there's a dining car and a snack bar.
A dining car and a snack bar. There's a dining car, and a snack bar.
Here's your change.
Here's your change.
Thanks.
5.
What time is the next shuttle flight to Boston?
What time is the next shuttle flight to Boston? What time is the next shuttle flight? Shuttle bus. Usually the flights or the bus rides that are frequently going from one location to another and coming back on a regular basis daily. So shuttle flight. What time is the next shuttle flight to Boston?
It leaves in 30 minutes.
It leaves in 30 minutes.
Is it too late to get a ticket?
Is it too late to get a ticket?
No, you still have plenty of time to make it.
No, you still have plenty of time to make it, to reach it, to do something. So to make it.
Great. And how long is the flight?
And how long is the flight?
It's about 45 minutes.
It's about 45 minutes. So you see, the flight is not very long, a 45-minute flight. So there must be a lot of demand on it. That's why there is shuttle flight going from A to B regularly, daily, several times.
6.
Is that our ferry?
Is that our ferry? Is that our ferry? So ferry, like a ship. See, a ferry. Usually ferries are made for regular, efficient transportation. They don't come with the luxury items of cruise ships or ocean liners and big ships. So they have just focusing on transportation, efficient transportation. But cruise ships, you see, they are really luxury ships. Okay, so that is the difference. Okay, coming back to our story, ferry.
I think so.
Wow. I didn't think it would be so big.
I didn't think it would be so big.
Neither did I.
Neither did I. So A says, I didn't think it would be so big. And then B says, neither did I. Neither did I. I didn't, neither did I. Neither or either, the response in agreement for negative sentences. Once again, the response in agreement for negative sentences. So what does that mean? It means if there is a negative statement by one person and the other one wants to agree with that or have the same opinion, you can use neither or either. I didn't think, neither did I. I don't think, neither do I. I will not think, neither will I. Okay, a bit of grammar of either and neither, and that part finished, luckily. So we are heading for listening to. 4 hotel guests are calling for a taxi. Are the statements true or false. And these are the statements. Okay, so the first one, the color's flight leaves in 4 hours, which is false. 2 times again we listen to it. First time, please listen, take notes, and give me a summary for your speaking. Let's go.
Page 7. Track 8. Listening 2. 1.
City cabs?
Yes, I'd like a taxi to the airport, please. I'm at 421 Evergreen Street.
Certainly. For how many passengers?
Just one. About how much will it cost?
It's $40. Your taxi number is 6889.
6889. Thanks. And will the taxi be here soon? I'm in a hurry because my flight leaves in 2 hours.
It'll be in front of your hotel in 5 minutes.
Thanks.
Okay, so if you want to improve your speaking, you can pause the video and give a summary on what you listened to. My summary of the part is she wants a taxi to go to the airport, and it's just for one passenger, just for her. The fare would be $40, and it takes just about 5 minutes for the taxi to be at the hotel. She is in a hurry and she wants to go as fast as possible. Okay?
2.
City cabs?
Could I have a taxi to the National Museum, please?
Sure. How many passengers are there?
There are 3 of us.
Okay.
And about how much is it to the museum from my hotel, the American Inn on 4th Street?
It'll be about $20.
That's fine. And will it take long to get there? I'm in a hurry because the museum closes in 2 hours.
No problem. We'll have you there by 3:30.
Great.
And let me give you your taxi number. 3556.
Thanks.
Okay, the caller want to go to another hotel? Incorrect, because she want to go to the National Museum. And the summary of the part, it's 3 of them wanting to go to the National Museum. The fare would be about $20, and she's in a hurry, so the guy says we will have you there by 3:30. Okay, next one please.
3.
City cabs?
Yes, I need a taxi to the train station, please. I'm at 817 Iowa Avenue.
For how many passengers?
Just me.
Sure. And do you want it right now?
Yes, as soon as you can, please. I'm in a hurry. I have to catch a train.
What time is your train?
It's at 3 o'clock.
No problem.
Oh, and how much is it from here by taxi?
It will be about $15.
Thanks.
And your taxi number will be 49178.
Okay, number 3, the caller needs to catch a train. Of course, that is correct. So he want to go to the train station. It's just one passenger and he's in a hurry. The ride will be about $15 and his train leaves at 3 o'clock. And number 4.
4.
City cabs?
Yes, I'd like a cab to the hospital, please.
Sure. Do you have an emergency?
No, but I need to get there in a hurry. My friend has just had a baby. I want to take her some flowers.
It won't take long to get there. Is there just one passenger?
Yes, that's right. Oh, and I'm at 120 First Avenue.
Okay, there'll be a taxi at your door in 3 minutes. The taxi number is 5399.
Thanks. And about how much is the fare?
It'll cost you about $18.
Thanks.
So number 4, correct. The caller's friend is going to have a baby soon. It's correct. She's going to go to the hospital to take some flowers to her friend who will have a baby soon. And the cost will be about $18. And the taxi will be at her door in about 3 minutes. So this was the first time we listened to them and we had our speaking, our summary parts. So the second time, please repeat the sentences with me. Okay? Please do.
1.
City cabs.
City cabs. So cab means taxi, you know that. City cabs or city taxi.
Yes, I'd like a taxi to the airport, please.
I'd like a taxi to the airport, please.
I'm at 421 Evergreen Street.
I'm at 421 Evergreen Street. Interesting. I am at 421 Evergreen Street. So there's some point here. Number one, she says I'm at. When you're talking about your address with the number and things, it is at. If it is a street, it is on. I am on Evergreen Street, but I am at. And reading this number, 421. I am at 421 Evergreen Street. What a beautiful name for a street. So those trees which are green all year round are called evergreen. Here it is the name of the street. I am at 421 Evergreen Street.
Certainly. For how many passengers?
Certainly. For how many passengers?
Just one.
Just one.
About how much will it cost?
About how much will it cost?
It's $40.
It's $40.
Your taxi number is 6889.
Okay.
6889. Thanks. And will the taxi be here soon?
And will the taxi be here soon?
I'm in a hurry because
I'm in a hurry. I'm in a hurry.
my flight leaves in 2 hours.
My flight leaves in 2 hours.
It'll be in front of your hotel in 5 minutes.
It'll be in front of your hotel in 5 minutes. It'll be in front of your hotel. It'll be in front of your hotel. It'll be.
Thanks.
2.
City cabs.
Could I have a taxi to the National Museum, please?
Could I have a taxi to the National Museum, please? See, a very beautiful way for your polite request. Could I have a taxi to the National Museum, please? Could I have a taxi to the National Museum, please? Could I? And then the please at the end. Could I have a taxi to the National Museum, please?
Sure. How many passengers are there?
Sure. How many passengers are there?
There are 3 of us.
There are 3 of us.
Okay.
And about how much is it to the museum from my hotel?
And about how much is it to the museum from my hotel?
The American Inn.
The American Inn. So, inn, which is not a very luxury hotel. It is called inn. What is an inn? Of course, this one brought Holiday Inn. Holiday Inn is a good hotel, but inn in general means something like this, which is not a very luxury hotel. Yeah. So the American Inn. The name of this hotel is the American Inn.
4th Street.
It'll be about $20.
It'll be about $20.
That's fine. And will it take long to get there?
And will it take long to get there?
I'm in a hurry because the museum closes in 2 hours.
I'm in a hurry because the museum closes in an hour. So, you see, things are getting repeated. I'm in a hurry is getting repeated over and over.
No problem. We'll have you there by 3:30.
No problem. We'll have you there by 3:30. We will take you there by 3:30.
Great.
And let me give you your taxi number. 3556.
Thanks.
3.
City cabs.
Yes, I need a taxi to the train station, please.
Yes, I need a taxi to the train station, please.
I'm at 817 Iowa Avenue.
I'm at 817 Iowa Avenue. So the same story again. I'm at.
For how many passengers?
For how many passengers?
Just me.
Sure. And do you want it right now?
And do you want it right now? So right now or immediately, yeah? Right now, synonym for that. Immediately.
Yes, as soon as you can, please.
Yes, as soon as you can, please.
I'm in a hurry.
I'm in a hurry. So now we know this. I'm in a hurry. I'm in a hurry.
I have to catch a train.
I have to catch a train.
What time is your train?
What time is your train?
It's at 3 o'clock.
At 3 o'clock?
No problem.
Oh, and how much is it from here by taxi?
Oh, and how much is it from here by taxi?
It will be about $15.
It will be about $15.
Thanks.
And your taxi number will be 49178.
4.
City cabs.
City cabs.
Yes, I'd like a cab to the hospital, please.
I'd like a cab to the hospital, please.
Sure. Do you have an emergency?
Sure. Do you have an emergency?
No, but I need to get there in a hurry.
I need to get there in a hurry.
My friend has just had a baby.
My friend has just had a baby. Good.
I want to take her some flowers.
I want to take her some flowers.
It won't take long to get there.
It won't take long to get there.
Is there just one passenger?
Is there just one passenger? By the way, are you repeating with me?
Yes, that's right.
That's right.
Oh, and I'm at 120 First Avenue.
I'm at 120 First Avenue, the same story.
Okay, there'll be a taxi at your door
There'll be a taxi at your door, in
3 minutes.
in 3 minutes. There will be a taxi at your door in 3 minutes. There'll be a taxi at your door in 3 minutes.
The taxi number is 5399.
Thanks. And about how much is the fare?
And about how much is the fare?
It'll cost you about $18.
It'll cost you about $18.
Thanks.
Okay, so this one was listening to, that we listened to it. And now, listening 3. Visitors are talking about taxis. Listen and check their opinions about taxis. Are the taxis good, okay, or not good? Why? So the first time, please listen, take notes. It's a long part. Give me your sample responses, which is good for your speaking. Okay, let's go.
Page 8. Track 9. Listening 3. 1.
I hate using taxis here. The drivers drive too fast and really dangerously. And they're often rude. The cars are mostly in pretty poor condition. But what I hate the most is that they aren't air conditioned. It's so hot here. They really need air-conditioned taxis. By the time I arrive somewhere, I feel really hot and uncomfortable.
She's by no means happy with the taxis here, so if you want, please pause the video and give your sample response, or let me do it. After that, pause the video and repeat what I said. It's going to contribute to your speaking. She's not happy with the taxis in that city for 3 reasons. Number 1, taxi drivers drive so fast, dangerously, and they are often rude. The taxis are in poor conditions, and also there is no air conditioning. So by the time she arrives somewhere, she's so hot and uncomfortable. Okay? Number 2.
2.
I've taken quite a few taxi rides recently. I've never had any big problems using taxis here. They're usually clean, and the cars are pretty new. The prices are good too. The thing I like most, though, is the drivers. They drive very carefully, and I think that's very important.
3.
Exactly contrary to what the previous one said. So, taxis here are good. He has taken quite a few rides and he's been happy with the rides. Number 1, taxis are new and very clean. Drivers are good ones and they drive very carefully. Number 3.
I find that taxis here are okay. They're pretty comfortable. Most of the cars they use are new, and they keep them pretty clean. They're a little expensive, though. I paid $75 to come from the airport. That's too expensive. I guess the thing I hate the most, though, is that the drivers don't speak English very well. It's very difficult to explain to them where you want to go.
Okay, so his idea falls halfway between. He has some positive points and some negative points. The positive points is that taxis are comfortable, they are new and clean. The downside, however, is that taxi drivers do not speak English, which is the problem, and also they are a little expensive. For example, he paid $75 to come from the airport, which is too much. And the last one,
4.
The taxis here are okay, I guess. The drivers take credit cards. That's the thing I like most about them. It's really convenient. But the taxis are pretty old, so they're not very comfortable. Half of them don't have seat belts or air conditioning.
okay, again, she says that taxis are okay. The positive points is that the taxis accept credit cards, which is really convenient. But the problem is that taxis are old. Lots of them don't have seatbelts or air conditioning, which is difficult. Okay, this was our part 3 talk. Now, let's one more time listen to it and repeat the sentences. Ready? Please repeat with me. That's going to be useful for you. Let's go.
1.
I hate using taxis here.
I hate using taxis here. Why?
The drivers drive too fast
The drivers drive too fast
and really dangerously.
and really dangerously. So there's a beautiful point in this sentence here. Drivers drive really fast and dangerously. So because here we have an adverb and it is connected by a coordinating conjunction, this one is also an adverb, right? So fast and dangerously. So fast could be a noun, could be a verb, could be an adjective, could be an adverb. Surely here it is an adverb. Why? Because it is connected with a coordinating conjunction, and that is this side and that side of that should be parallel. If you want more information about it, please go to the playlist Advanced English Grammar, the book Communicate What You Mean, and video 1 talking about parallel structure and coordinating conjunctions. Okay? On my YouTube, I mean.
And they're often rude.
And they're often rude, impolite.
The cars are mostly in pretty poor condition.
The cars are mostly in pretty poor conditions. So the word rude, which means impolite, adjective. Cars are in poor conditions. In poor, see, in poor conditions or in poor condition means not good.
But what I hate the most is
But what I hate the most is
that they aren't air conditioned.
they aren't air conditioned.
It's so hot here.
It's so hot here.
They really need air conditioned taxis.
They really need air conditioned taxis.
By the time I arrive somewhere,
By the time I arrive somewhere,
I feel really hot and
I feel really hot
uncomfortable.
and uncomfortable. Please listen to the pronunciation of comfortable. We have talked about it a lot, but still, I guess we need. It is comfortable. This O here is silent. We don't say comfort. Comfortable, comfortable, and uncomfortable. Comfortable, uncomfortable.
2.
I've taken quite a few taxi rides recently.
I've taken quite a few taxi rides recently. I've taken quite a few taxi rides recently. So some points in this sentence. Number 1, it is present perfect. Have PP, has PP. Why? Something happening several times in the past. We use present perfect. I've seen this movie several times. I've read this book 3 times. So I've taken quite a few taxi rides recently. Take a taxi ride. Another point. And quite a few. Quite a few means a lot. It doesn't mean a few. Quite a few means a lot. I've taken quite a few taxi rides recently means I have taken a lot of taxis recently.
I've never had any big problems using taxis here.
I've never had any big problems using taxis here. So here in part 3 the sentences are a little longer. I want to work on your short-term memory as well, okay? So try to do it. That's why I don't break the sentences. I want your mind to keep something like 2 seconds in your mind.
They're usually clean and the cars are pretty new.
They're usually clean and the cars are pretty new.
The prices are good too.
The prices are good too. Pronunciation of good. Good. It's not good. Good.
The thing I like most though.
The thing I like most though. Though means but. End of the sentence. The thing I like most though. Though means but. So in the beginning of the sentence you can say but the thing I like most, or you can say the thing I like most though is
the drivers.
Is the drivers. So another point here. It is drivers, but we say is because the subject is not drivers. The subject is the thing. The thing is the drivers. The thing I like most is the drivers. So you see a lot of grammatical points are also covered. Here.
They drive very carefully.
They drive very carefully.
And I think that's very important.
And I think that's very important.
3.
I find that taxis here are okay.
I find the taxis here are okay. So find here means I think. I find the taxis okay means I think the taxis are okay.
They're pretty comfortable.
They're pretty comfortable.
Most of the cars they use are new.
Most of the cars they use are new.
And they keep them pretty clean.
And they keep them pretty clean.
They're a little expensive though.
They're a little expensive though. They are a little expensive though. So we talked about though here, but for some reasons I lost it. Anyway, though, which means but they're a little expensive. They're a little expensive though. They are, sorry. They're a little expensive though.
I paid $75 to come from the airport.
I paid $75 to come from the airport. It's expensive.
That's too expensive.
That's too expensive. Very much expensive.
I guess the thing I hate the most, though.
I guess the thing I hate the most, though. I guess the thing I hate the most, though. Again, though.
Is that the drivers don't speak English very well.
Very well.
It's very difficult to explain to them where you want to go.
Where you want to go.
4.
The taxis here are okay, I guess.
The taxis here are okay, I guess.
Yes. The drivers take credit cards.
The drivers take credit cards.
That's the thing I like most about them.
That's the thing I like most about them. Why? Because cash is usually not available and you don't have the exact amount of change.
It's really convenient.
It's really convenient, comfortable and okay, convenient. It's really convenient, opposite inconvenient.
But the taxis are pretty old.
But the taxis are pretty old.
So they're not very comfortable.
So they're not very comfortable.
Half of them don't have seat belts or air conditioning.
Half of them don't have seat belts or air conditioning. It's not possible not to have seat belts. Anyway, so as you see, part 3 also finished. Okay? So today, my friends, we talked about transportation. Let's have a review of this unit that we just covered here. We talked about city transportation and here with the sample response. So as you see, my main focus is on listening. But apart from listening, I am focusing on your speaking, on building up your vocabulary, on the intonation, pronunciation, and also on the grammar. So it's a full package. Cars, we talked about it. Fare, we talked about it. Change, hop in, come on in. We talked about it. It means come in. And do you know where that is? We talked about this one, the integrate question. A 10-minute ride, hyphenated adjectives without the S. Shuttle, we talked about. Ferry, neither did I. Negative agreement, cab or taxi. Here, at, we talked about this. For your street, it'll be the contracted form. Could I have please? Polite request. In, we talked about it. Right now or immediately. I'm in a hurry. I'm in a hurry. You can memorize it this way. There will be a taxi at your door in 3 minutes. We talked about it. Drivers are fast and dangerously. Drivers drive. Sorry about that. Drivers drive really fast and dangerously. Parallel structure. We talked about it. Rude and impolite. In poor conditions. Comfortable. The pronunciation of that. Quite a few, which means a lot. Many. Take a taxi or take a ride, and have PP has PP for something happening several times in the past. The thing I like most is the drivers, and the though we talked about it, and convenient, that was our final word. Okay, so this was our tactics for listening unit 2 today we talked about. And I hope that you have enjoyed it. My friends, if you enjoy watching these videos, please share them with your friends. Please invite them to come and join the channel. And nicely, if you haven't subscribed, please do it, which is useful for me. Okay, I hope that you have a brilliant day ahead of yourself. Take really good care and bye.